Hello, how are you? I thought that I would stop on my way to the grocery store and do a video for you, enjoying the peace and quiet because it's the weekend. So at home there's the kids, there's the husband, and it's difficult to find a quiet place. So I thought I would stop here on the way to the shops to share a few thoughts with you. To be honest, to be vulnerable with you, and I strongly believe in vulnerability, and I love what Brene Brown has to say about being vulnerable and showing our own vulnerability and being real in whatever it is that we're going through. And there's many things this week that made me think about that, and posts I've seen, people I've coached, who find it difficult to acknowledge the difficulties that they are going through, who find it difficult to reach out for help, to ask for help, to accept help. But that's one of the big life lessons that I learned, before I was doing the job I'm doing now, when I had young children and I was suffering from severe postnatal depression, severe anxiety. One thing I learned is to put aside my pride or my desire to do it by myself and to accept the help that was being lovingly and graciously offered. It was one of the biggest lessons I've learned, that in life, it's okay to say no. It's okay to say, I need help. But that's not what I want to talk about today. But I do want to talk about being vulnerable, because I am going through a time in one particular aspect of my life that is challenging for me, and it's something that I have struggled with my whole life. Well, not my whole life, as far as I can remember, from a very young age, and that's my body image. So not only my weight, but the way I see my body. And I've come such a long way. And I'm now at a place where I love my body the way that it is now. I am able to look at myself in the mirror and say, I love you, to every single part of my body, even though, medically or whatever, I am overweight. I love the body that I have, and for everything that it does for me as well. And I believe that I'm a strong and healthy person, and that I have a strong immune system. So I've come such a long way as well in detaching myself from what other people think or may think or whatever. But now that I'm in this place, it's interesting, because now that I'm in this place, I'm able to say, actually, I do want to be lighter. But I don't want to do it for others. I want to do it for me. And so I've signed up to this 30-day challenge. And so I've switched my way of eating to keto. I started on Monday. So my body's been going into ketosis all week. And I can tell you, there have been big cravings and a lot of temptation, and not so much keto flu. So a lot of people who switch to keto eating sometimes feel quite ill and fluey. So I haven't had that, because I've really followed the instructions, and so that's been fine. And I've had a very busy week, teaching, homeschooling, and giving the lightning process training. So it's been a big week. But what's been difficult has been, these automatic things that we do, the reaching for a snack in the cupboard, the nibbling while I make the meals, the reaching for food when I'm tired without even realizing, the reaching for food when I'm hungry, whenever I'm hungry, whether I've just ate an hour ago or not, all these little habits that I suddenly became really aware of. And I kept having to say to myself, stop, compassionately and with kindness, and remind myself of why I'm doing this challenge. It's for my physical health. It's because I want to be able to move more easily. I want to be able to exercise more easily. I want to be able to wear anything I want. I want to feel sexier. I want to feel like really proud of my body. I love my body now, but I'm not feeling proud of it. So I want to go the extra step, and I want to feel really proud of it. And I want to be even healthier. I want every single part of my inner body to be super healthy. And that's my goal now. And yesterday was a particularly difficult day, and I was very hungry last night. But I had eaten my allowance. I'm making do with these things for 30 days. And then there's a whole way of just maintaining that afterwards, right? Anyway, I won't go into the details of eating keto, but at the moment, my body is eliminating toxins. It's purifying itself. It's switching to burning fat as opposed to burning, the glucose and the sugars that I eat, because I don't eat them anymore. And so yesterday I was really hungry, and I was using the tools that I teach, stopping my thoughts, the unhelpful ones, and redirecting my thoughts in a way that was more life enhancing for me. And with this challenge that I'm doing, there's a mindset guide that comes with it. And to be honest, when I started, I didn't do this mindset guide before I started. I thought, nah, I'm a coach, I'm a lightning process practitioner. I don't need to do the mindset guides. Well, I do. So here's me being vulnerable. So I did it this morning, and it was really helpful. And one of the things, the first thing that I had to do was find 50 reasons and write them down. 50 reasons why I want to change my weight and my health. And so it told us to look at, the physical reasons, the emotional reasons, the health reasons, and the spiritual reasons why we want to lose weight. And I found it really helpful. And it was actually surprisingly easy to come up to 50 reasons. And then it had a section where we were asked to think about what has been keeping us stuck where we've been, and essentially what have been the gains of being the way we've been. And that's an interesting exercise to do. So I did that. I was very open and vulnerable in my answers. But I was proud that there was a lot less on that list than there would have been a few years ago. And then there was another exercise where we had to write down the costs of not changing. That was interesting as well. So there you are, a bit of my journey of where I'm at. We're all a work in progress. Every single person, even the coaches, even the psychologists, even the counselors, we all have our issues. And what I'm really happy about, though, is that now, because let me tell you, my mum put me on lots of diets, and I put myself on lots of diets before. And this is not just about doing a diet and losing weight, because then I would just give up like I have every single other time. This is about me doing it for myself, and only for myself, for the first time in my life, and for just being vulnerable. So I'm going to stop now because this is a long video, and I hope that you can find some inspiration, that maybe you feel less alone, that it might have given you some ideas if you're struggling with similar things that I have, and just wish you a lovely weekend. Bye-bye.